Well, Steve Kozak is a Canadian living in Ankara. He moved there with his wife and 3-year-old daughter in 2009. And so he's joining us, and I appreciate you joining us, sir. Describe to us your experiences as the coup unfolded last night.
Well, last night I was sitting watching TV, and I started to hear a lot of air traffic. And I was asking my wife, what's going on here? And she thought it was something as simple as, they're practicing for Independence Day or something. And so we started looking at the news, and the early reports was that a private jet was on its way to maybe commit a terrorist attack. And the details were very sketchy, but as the night progressed, we noticed that a military coup was in fact happening.
So what was it like to hear bombs and explosions going off so close to you?
It is the most terrifying experience I've ever had in my life. I got to be honest, I really wish I was home right now, back in Canada.
So what's the situation for you like right now, Steve?
Well, everything seems to be very calm. The streets are empty. I've been looking out my balcony. We've got an excellent view of the city. The funny thing is when I did hear the explosions last night, looking out the window, I didn't see any signs of fire, smoke. So we couldn't really tell if it was explosions or maybe the sonic boom of the jets. So everything was topsy-turvy. But there were a couple explosions that did happen relatively close to our place, shook the house, and, I was shaking and my wife was shaking. It was very terrifying.
So let's talk a bit about the political climate there. You've been in the country since 2009. Are you able to bring a perspective to what's going on there from a Canadian point of view?
Well, all I can say is I've noticed a big shift from the time I moved here till now. People are not as optimistic as they used to be. There seems to be a lot of tension and anger. It's just not the Turkey I came and moved here, for the first time. It's just not the same place.
So how do you feel about that, Steve?
Well, it's disheartening because, you have a lot of great people here. I have a lot of friends here. And it's very tough to see that. It's heartbreaking at times, when your friends have no hope for the future.